Alright, welcome back. We have to start writing this poem now. Oh boy, it's gonna get interesting. I'm actually terrible at writing stuff. I was okay at it back in the day, but we'll give it a shot. Whoa! What am I supposed to do? Lustful cheeks twirl, peaceful aurora. I'm so confused, I'm just sending it. Games, yeah. Peaceful games. Nibble. Desire. Kiss. Excitement. Together. Secretive. Sure. Hope. We gotta add milk in there. Come on. It just makes no sense. What about extreme milk? How long is this poem? Jeez Louise, man. Extraordinary blanket. Gotta have chocolate. Fluffy. Sensation. Fantasy. Oh, kitty. I don't know what I did. I picked a lot of crazy words. Hello again, Mrs. Call. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Listen. Keep bringing cupcakes. I'll keep coming. All right? Shit was delicious. Don't worry. All right? I'm here. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming in commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Don't worry, I got this. I figured it out. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. God, this girl just hates me. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Well, yeah, I didn't. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Damn! Atsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. PC Skull said he always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable! What? Since when do I help clean your room? Clean my room. That's because your room is so messy and distracting. Why am I in your room? And you'll set your house on fire once? Yo, this girl is accident prone. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yuri! Girl! Don't you worry! Yeah, we'll definitely become good friends, don't worry. Sayori. What? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait! Me? What'd you bring me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Well, what is it? Never mind. Women, just give me the thing. I'll see if I like it or not. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Dude, this guy's got game, girl. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Oh my god. Yeah, it won't even make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. So thoughtful. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Girl, you trying to get a little one-on-one time? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Seriously. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'm definitely reading this. I enthusiastically take the book. No, I have no idea what it is. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everybody's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cherry conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like was waiting for this chance. You know those people who sit in the corner and can't wait to read a book or something. I've had that experience. Like once. It was Where the Red Fern Grows. Great book. Great book. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Why did it just... It's the same thing. Whatever. I heard Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if no one else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. That's kind of true. I'll give him that. How do you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Alright, I'll give you that. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Me either, man. Me either. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. Wow. This girl's got tude, man. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I was just judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in color attire, striking animated feminine poses, like Sailor Moon. That's what I'm picturing right now. I don't know why, but that's what I'm picturing. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Don't you think? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? And I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Oh, shit. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Jeez. Sorry, jeez. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Yeah, because she's always yelling at me. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki opens, again, inches closer, reclaiming the additional space she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, you're paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Sure. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Oh, I wouldn't say. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Oh god, come on, man. Well, obviously, you dumb motherfucker. You think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? Man, you just stick that foot in your mouth, bud. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of them romances start to happen. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, yeah. Atsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about banking, or baking. Oh, jeez. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, she pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious, jeez. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Yeah, okay. Okay. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Bro, I would love to be in a Naruto series, okay? I'd love to be a ninja. I'm not that cool, though. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess it explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Bro, this is getting weird. Why is she so close? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. I feel like she's like screaming at the top of her lungs in the corner. That's just how I'm picturing it. Well, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Oh, dude, she's got no friends. Oh, no. Jeez. Sorry. I forget my friends. Oh, she does have friends. But they don't read manga. So they might not be friends, or they might be friends. I don't really know yet. They just think manga is for kids. Well, you're kind of 12, so I would say so. I can't even bring it up with them being all like... You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the freaking face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Life lessons in this game, boys and girls. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other loser over time. But it's probably harder for somebody like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. But that she's a loser. I don't know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Aha! Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Oh my god. Natsuki puts a finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets exceptionally bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Gosh, she's about to spoil it on me, man. What is this? Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. I'm beginning to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Oh boy, Miss Bossy Pants is here. Okay, everyone! Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh yes, I want to read this. I want to see what this game came up with. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? I'm sorry! So you're getting a little close to him, and I want him. Just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself to a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. This guy. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. Damn. By tomorrow? Girl, this is way too much effort. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind or some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Yeah, she'll probably kick your ass, so... I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Yes, I wrote it. Jeez. My relaxation ends. I cannot believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Yup, that's about normal. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, man. We're going Monica. Let's do this. Choices, man. You gotta go with a good one, with the hardest one, because she's gonna be super, oh my god, I understand type of thing. Even though this poem probably is trash. But we'll see. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Duh. Hi! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm really glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in it and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna skate on through here. Skate. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to go. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? What is that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon? Sure, yeah, whatever. I hand her my poem. I like it. Oh, you don't even get to read it? Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. Oh, son of a bitch. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by... No. Maybe a long time ago. Lies. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Nitsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably would find it much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. She's so supportive, man. She's so nice to me. Find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's the only reason I'm here. I want a girlfriend. Jeez. The awkward laugh. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem, though? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Oh, I see. So you're the popular one with self-confident issues. Let's see how it is. Alright, hand it on over. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackles protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Damn, girl! That wasn't half bad. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I'm pretty stupid. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten me pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been pushing emphasis on time in between worlds and loneliness. When performed out loud, it can be very, very powerful. What was your inspiration? It's obviously me. Epiphany recently, huh? I've been influencing my poem. It's been my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, she has a writing tip of the day. Oh, God. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. This girl, man, scholar. Man. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. What kind of pen are you using? So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice. Thanks for listening. Oh, man, I have to go through all 3 of these? Alright, I'll go Yuri. The shy one. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Oh my god. What? What is this? I feel like this girl would be like in the corner and just out of nowhere be like, I forgot to breathe. Oh my god. It's fine. Don't force yourself. You don't need that stuff. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Damn! Damn! That's just brutal. And so, it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they... Alright, whatever. Finds her train of thought. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. No, it's fine. She's gonna yell at me. I'm just not sure if she's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. That's funny. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light by Yuri. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. I must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Lots and lots of meaning. I get it. I'm so sorry. I have so much terrible hand. What? No, my handwriting's way worse. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read, yeah, because I can't read cursive. That's the problem. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Sure, okay. No, not at all. She's glad I like it, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. She thinks I'm dumb as fuck. Thank you. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Apparently, this guy is dumb as shit. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past. As soon as to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that, because you're dumb, dude. That's impressive. That's nothing, really. This guy's got to have, like, greatest abs in the world or something. I don't know. He's got to be drop dead gorgeous, because he's dumb as a box of rocks. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. We're going to stop there. And we'll go on to the next one. Well, the next episode will be... We'll go with Natsuki. You know Sayori's is going to be terrible, so... Alright, come back for the next one, everybody. Doki Doki Literature Club.